Hot Pot on Shock Radio.
Hello and welcome to Hot Pot live from Media City UK with Adam Townsend
and Angela Thursby. Coming up in today's menu, we've got a rundown on the best ways for students to shop and keep healthy.
We've also got Reece Williams, a student at Salford University who's joining us today on the show. We'll be talking to him about his healthy eating regime.
You can expect Hot Pot's usual classics, blender facts, food myths, and get the lowdown on the best ways to track your calories with our special calorie game.
Listen online, on campus, and on the go. This is Shock Radio.
Also, if you want to join us with our debates, then you can use our Twitter handle at HotPotOfficial or hashtag ShockHP. Now on Hot Pot, we have food myths.
The myth that smoking suppresses appetite. People still think this today, but the myth submerged from a Lucky Strike campaign in 1925. Reach for a Lucky instead of a sweetie.
Eating cheese before bedtime gives you nightmares. In fact, it actually has the opposite effect. According to QILs, certain cheeses make you dream about different things. For example, cheddar makes you dream about celebrities, red Leicester makes you remember the school days, and Cheshire cheese, has no effect at all, meaning that you don't sleep or dream.
You don't sleep? Oh my goodness,
fact, you
that's
don't dream.
Strong cheese. Very sad, right. Carbohydrates make you fat. In fact, carbohydrates are important for a balanced diet. It's just the foods that are associated with carbohydrates are known as fatty foods.
Dried, frozen or tinned fruit is not as healthy as fresh fruit. Actually, fruit which is frozen straight after harvest is healthier as it locks in nutritions of the fruit.
Yeah, so it is healthy or just as healthy. So, Reece, have you heard of any of those?
Well, the myths, yeah, plenty. Well, carbohydrates especially, because, you know, you've got to be careful what you eat, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, playing, you know, rugby and all that, you've got to have such a balanced diet. It's horrible, actually, because, you know, it's just a lot of stews and stuff like that back in Wales, and a lot of lamb. And then when you sort of enter a sort of a strict regimented diet, sort of like a rugby sort of trained diet, you know what I mean. But it's sort of like you'd wake up at the start of the week and you'd be like muesli straight forward until like game day, and then you'd be smashing carbohydrates all day, pasta, rice, and it'd be fantastic. But you just feel horrible for most of the week 'cause you'd be eating. Like,
oh yeah, I can imagine.
You'd be. It's not a matter of. It's just everything in moderation. I don't think, you know, there should be like a certain amount of food that you can or can't eat. It's just, I mean, at uni especially, I mean, there's a lot of temptations to like get takeaway every night, and that's all right. It's just because I think a lot of people think that you can just diet it away, but you've got to do that exercise.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if you don't have that, then it's just kind of your body stagnates a little bit, and it kind of gets into a very similar routine.
Did you do you have any myths that you know already that you think that are out there?
Myths that I knew already. Well, I know a couple about meat, but I think that was sort of all to do with. I think I knew one that sort of led to. Well, no, that's very true. Actually, too much red meat in your diet is quite bad for you. I don't know many myths per se, but I know a lot of like facts about red meat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you have too much of that in your diet, it can get quite unhealthy for you. But too much of anything is bad. You just got to eat everything in the right moderation.
All in moderation, definitely.
Exactly.
I mean, with that cheese one that we were saying before, actually, I didn't believe that, but that was only because of my personal experience. Like, I would eat cheese just as like a thing before I go to bed, just because I like cheese, but it never used to work.
Aye.
But then I thought that was just me. But anyway, now we've got the news with Jack and Heather with the weather.
Shock Radio News.
With the election finally over and the Conservatives winning a majority, David Cameron is Prime Minister again for the next 5 years. Reporter Millie Smith spoke to students from Salford University to find out their views on the recent elections.
So what's your opinion from the outcome of the general election?
I feel sad, annoyed, angry, that we've got 5 more years of this Tory regime, 5 more years of cuts and austerity, and the most vulnerable society being hit the hardest, while the rich get richer and the poor get poorer.
How are you feeling about having a Tory-led government for another 5 years?
At the moment, I don't really feel like it's affecting me so far, but it really could do in the future. And I do feel bad for the people it is affecting right now. He got voted, though, at the end of the day, so that's just how it works.
Thousands are protesting on the streets of London due to the outcome of the elections. Even though the majority of protests were peaceful, it took a turn for the worst on Saturday the 9th when the police began to clash with protesters. And it's currently been announced that David Cameron is considering a reshuffle within the Cabinet Office. Boris Johnson will not be instated as minister, but he will serve his final year as the Mayor of London. He's been demoted, but will attend separate political cabinet meetings. And in other news, singer Rihanna is trending from her appearance on the red carpet at the Chinese-themed Met Gala. Her elaborate yellow dress caught the eye of the internet and became an internet sensation when as many have photoshopped foods such as pizza and omelette on the trail of her cape.
Heather with the weather.
Today in Salford, there are some spells of sunshine. It will be a fairly dry day, with temperatures peaking at 18 degrees Celsius. Showery rain will develop late in the night.
Now, talking about elections, in the 1892 general election, a political activist, William Gladstone, was hit in the eye with a biscuit that was thrown by what he described in his diary as a middle-aged, bony woman with great force and skill. After the incident, he experienced problems for months after, and it marked the end of his ability to rely on his sight. How mean is that?
Oh, that sounds a bit brutal, actually. We're now joined with Reece, who is a fellow student here at Salford. So, Reece, do you consider yourself as a healthy person?
Healthy's it's a big word, that. Big word, especially for a student. I mean, as I said, found a lot of days you started a day with bowl of muesli, that's horrible stuff, I mean, I feel like you can eat what you want, you've just got to exercise it off. It always helps to get your fruit and veg in, but I feel like you can do that alongside, having a pizza or, having a bar of chocolate. I mean, I haven't got a massive sweet tooth. I'm more into, like, smashing carbs, just walk in and bowl of potatoes, just go for it. No. I mean, yeah, you do have to sort of watch what you eat a little bit. I mean, it depends on how seriously you take the sport. I mean, for me, it's always been a bit of a laugh and something to do over a weekend. And I know a lot of people who take it very seriously, have strict regimented diets, which then coincide with stuff like protein and all the sort of the gym supplements that they take to sort of increase mass and all that kind of lark. I mean, for me, I mean, I played prop. And for people who don't know,
this is in rugby.
Yeah, this is in rugby. And people who don't know what the role of prop is, it's basically I run into people. I'm just like a big brick wall. Anyway, basically my job is to just stay the size I am, if not get bigger. But we don't do too much running. We just have people run into us and we run into them. It's quite a simple role. Simple-minded, I don't know, but being healthy and being like we've all got a certain sort of level of fitness and stamina and stuff like that. I mean, but for me and there was about 3-4 props on the team. Our role was just staying the size we were and having the sort of the abilities we needed on the pitch. Yeah, healthy eating did come down to it a little bit, but that didn't stop us from having a pizza on the weekend as long as we exercised.
So would you say that the exercise is more important or the food is more important if you were trying to get towards, say, I know you said that you were a prop, which is like in the sort of the middle of the rugby, which, as you said, you need to maintain a kind of a bulky posture. But if like an athletic, maybe on the wing or something like that, would you say that
they eat a lot more healthy because they got to watch their weight, you see, whereas we don't so much. But I mean, again, it's very difficult. I mean, if you're looking to lose weight, then it is a matter of eating healthily and exercising. You can't cut the corners. I mean, I know a lot of people who've spent years and a lot of money on these sort of fad diets, and you don't get anywhere with them. I mean, to be honest, you can't cut the corners, is what I'm trying to say. You've got to kind of like go at it full pelt. But I feel like you can treat yourself, again, everything in moderation.
Do you know how rugby's quite an outdoor sport?
Aye, yeah.
Do you ever go in the gym or?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd say we get to the gym around 4 or 5 times a week. It's quite intensive, I'd say, to be honest. We enjoy it, and I think you've got to enjoy it, to be honest. But I mean, if you want to lose weight, you just watch what you eat, and you can go to the gym like 3 times a week, and you'll gradually sort of burn it off, burn weight off and stuff like that slowly. I mean, if you go at it too fast and you're just trying to lose weight, then you can do yourself some serious damage, which is quite bad, to be honest. But no, we spend quite a bit of time in the gym. It's a mix between cardio and sort of weights, basically. And we enjoy it. I mean, it's part of the lifestyle. But recently, I've left the team, but I've joined the OTC, which is the Officer Training Corps. It's to do with the army, so that sort of involves something you do alongside university. But that again, very physically intensive. A lot of hiking, that kind of stuff like that. I mean, climbing up mountains, all that stuff with like full packs on and all that, and holding rifles. But again, all physically intensive. You've just got to balance it out very well.
Okay, so thank you very much, Reece.
Oh, it's all right. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now we have Chris Brown, a music student at Salford, shared his story of how he lost 9 stone within 2 years. Angela interviews Chris about his fascinating story.
My name's Chris. Well, I'm from Doncaster, which is in South Yorkshire, so northerner, I guess. I just didn't feel great about myself, and I think my confidence levels lacked a lot. I think that was one of the main issues with it, and that's why I went along and said, I need to lose some weight here, and it just accumulated over the few years that I didn't really notice until I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I've put on quite a bit of weight, so I thought I really need to sort of lose it. And I mean, people around didn't really say anything. It wasn't one of them things. It was just in my head that I knew that I needed to do it. So I just realised I need to stop eating as much and exercise. I mean, they're the 2 fundamental parts to what you need to do to lose weight. So that's what I just did. I stopped snacking in between meals. I would eat less, smaller portions. When it came to the meals as well, and quite a bit of exercise every day to try and keep it going.
So, have you joined any unions, like sporting unions, to help?
Yeah, I joined kayaking and badminton to begin with, and then me and a friend, we started swimming, and then I kind of go in and out of frisbee a lot. I mean, I've got some friends in there, so they ask me if I want to come every now and again. I'll just turn up and I'll go and play a bit of frisbee every now and again. So yeah.
What's your favourite sport then? Being here?
Ooh, I've really, really enjoyed badminton, I think, since I've been here, because I've met some really good people on there, and I've had a lot of fun playing it. And it's great exercise for me because I do a lot. I feel like I do a lot more, and I'm always burning off a lot. So yeah, I've been putting a few matches and stuff like that. So it's been quite fun to do that.
Have you won any matches?
I haven't personally, no, sadly.
You're ruining my aspects of this.
Oh, so sorry.
I was going to do you as the champion.
Well, I nearly won the ones I played in, so I mean that kind of counts, I guess.
You are listening to Shock Radio.
Well, for the locals, this is the highlight. This is the highlight of the whole swimming Olympic program.
You don't have to be an Olympic champion to join the swimming union, but you do need a good sense of humour and a swimming costume.
Boomerangs are just frisbees for people with no friends, so come join the Student Union's Ultimate Frisbee team to meet loads of new people and to keep healthy.
What an inspirational story from Chris. And on another point, I never realised that there was a Frisbee union here at Salford.
Yeah, for those who are interested, Frisbee is held at Peel Park Student Gym every Tuesday at 7 to 8 p.m.
And swimming is held every Monday 7 to 8 p.m. and every Sunday 1 to 3.
Now, I'm just going to put it in now. The quiz in the microwave, it should take around 5 minutes. There we go, it's in. Now, while we're waiting for that, we were talking about swimming before. Let's talk about some swimming experiences. Angela, have you got some?
I have. I've once been swimming and thrown up. So
that sounds
I was
joyous.
I was on holiday and we was on a boat, and on the boat you can slide down into the sea. So I did that.
So there's Oh, into the actual sea, there's not like a pool on board then?
No.
Okay.
You like slide into the sea, and
Better.
me being stupid, I swallowed the seawater.
Oh, that is horrible.
And I didn't
There's
feel
nothing
very
like
well.
seawater.
I didn't feel very well, so I carried on swimming, and I threw up, and it was floating, and I didn't know what to do. I was splashing it away, and
Just trying to swim.
yeah, and I swam through it.
At least
so.
you didn't engulf any more of that like I did the seawater. That would have been horrible. That isn't how you learnt to swim then.
No.
Swimming away from your own vomit. That would have been an amazing story. I haven't got one better. All I can say is the worst experience I've had is when I was in secondary school. And all I can say for a guy wearing trunks is you need to secure it very well. Because it was one of those days where we had to dive and pick up bricks.
Oh.
Now I dived. I thought, oh, this is very free. I like this. It's nice and cool. Realised that my trunks had been about 5 minutes behind me and they'd come straight off. Not the best story. Experience either.
We have to wrap up that bit for you, and it's that time of day again for Blender Facts. Blender Facts.
Fantastic. Did you know that strawberries are part of the rose family?
Milt is a delicacy around the world, which is fish sperm.
Milt.
Yeah. Do you know what milt?
I
You ever had milt?
I can't say that's part of like any sort of sporting diet.
There's nothing you've tried before, no?
Well, weird things I've tried before.
Yeah.
Fish sperm, that's nothing?
I've had fish eyes.
Ooh.
Are those a bit juicy?
Oh, no, not good at all.
What texture would you say they're like?
What texture do you think?
Like, ooh,
like
pickled onion?
Innards.
Oh, a bit more squishy then.
It's squishy, it's slimy, everything horrible in the
Ooh.
world. Like squid, basically.
So it, like,
Ooh, I like squid.
slides down your throat. Lovely.
Disgusting. Not something I eat. Stick to potatoes, like bangers and mash, all that kind of lark.
Nice
Proper
and
British.
carbs, yeah.
But basically, yeah. If you stick to basic stuff, stodge. It's really bad.
Stodge.
I wouldn't recommend it. Like if you want to be healthy.
Oh, hello.
That's the quiz. So, sorry to interrupt you.
Don't worry about it.
But we have the quiz. We have Adam coming up against our guest Reece to see who will win the title of Hot Pot Champion. The rules are as followed. You both get asked 3 multiple choice questions that you have to answer within 15 seconds. There is a timer to this. You can think out loud, but be careful, you might be giving away your answers. So, the first one,
Right.
you have to choose which has got the most calories in that.
Alright.
Okay, then.
Alright.
So, remember most. So, cheese and bacon quiche,
Alright.
chicken mayo sandwich,
Oh, aye.
or a chicken pie.
Ooh.
Can we start
Are
the
these
timer, please?
Oh god, there's a timer.
Chicken mayo pie.
What was the cheese?
No, it's a chicken pie,
Chicken
a
pie.
chicken mayo sandwich,
Right.
or a bacon and cheese quiche.
Just chicken pie. Just chicken in the pie.
Just chicken in the pie.
Alright.
Answers, please.
I'm going with the quiche.
I'll say chicken pie. Might as well.
And Adam, you get a point for that.
Ooh. Well, I'm healthier than I thought.
So most calories in this: mixed green salad,
Mixed green
fruit salad, pea soup. Can I have the timer,
Whoa,
please?
those are healthy.
I'm going to say... Oh, no. No, I'm not going to yet. God.
Do you have a fruit salad, didn't we?
Mixed fruit salad it was. And then mixed green salad and then
Salad.
pea
I
soup.
don't expect fruit to be more because it's got natural sugars in it.
I'm going.
Yeah, I'm going with fruit salad.
I'm going for that as well.
Fruit salad.
You're both wrong.
Oh, I'm disappointed.
It is a pea soup.
In both you and me. I expected better of you.
Well, you're losing at the moment, so come
I am.
on.
Mate,
I'm winning.
I'll pull it back.
I'm all right with
Don't
this
get
one.
cocky.
Only 2 in.
Next up, meat lasagna, beef teriyaki stir fry, cheese pizza. Timer, please.
Pizza would be the obvious one, but it's going to be sneaky, isn't it?
It might be sneaky.
What was the second one?
Well, we've got meat lasagna, beef teriyaki, cheese pizza.
I'm being very silent, not giving
I'm
that.
being
I'm
the,
not giving
I'm
that
being the
away.
lasagna.
Aye, lasagna.
Lasagna?
Yeah.
Oh,
Aye.
both correct there.
It's got all that cheese in. It's just,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just not,
it's
it's just
that
not good.
stuff on the top especially.
Not good for you. Got a flap.
Especially the meat as well,
Yeah,
that's in it.
yeah.
Next up. Oh, that's it. We're out of time
it?
for the quiz.
Go on then, results.
Results is, drum roll please. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Adam!
Hey!
Well done.
Thank you. Right, okay.
I'm very chuffed.
I think that's
with you,
the end
well
of the
done.
show.
Well
So thank you very much for listening. I've been Adam Townsend.
I've been Angela Thursby.
I've been Reece Williams.
One for all.
And all for Hot Pot. Shock Radio, broadcast to over 20,000 students, live from Media City, UK.